Mixed Morning.
At approximately 7:25 p.m., officers of the Clovis Police Department were dispatched to Plains Regional Medical Center for a gunshot victim. Upon arrival, officers encountered a male subject identified as Carlos George Sena, 69, being treated by hospital personnel for a gunshot wound. Mr. Sena was able to tell officers he had been shot by Aisha Silva at his residence, where she had transported Sena to the hospital after the incident had taken place. Sena was then transported to the University Medical Center in Lubbock for continued care of his injuries. Clovis police officers were dispatched to the location of the incident to secure the scene, and detectives were notified to respond and continue the investigation. Silva, 26 of age, was charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon and possession of a firearm or destructive device by a felon. Silva was transported to the Curry County Adult Detention Center for processing and detention. The investigation is being conducted by the Clovis Police Department Special Operations Unit. A proposal to legalize recreational marijuana through the New Mexico legislature was rejected by a Senate committee Wednesday after an excruciating critique from the panel's Democratic chairman. 2 Democrats joined the Republicans in a 6-4 vote to table a bill that would have legalized recreational marijuana sales in every city and county while sheltering the state's existing medical cannabis program with tax breaks and patient subsidies. The vote leaves little or no chance for reviving the bill before the annual legislative session ends at noon on February 20th. The big fireworks this week occurred when House Republicans objected to Speaker Brian Egolf's decision to not send the so-called red flag bill to the House Judiciary Committee, instead sending it for its only hearing in the House Consumer and Public Affairs Committee. Debate was limited to 30 minutes for each side in the hearing, and the bill was passed on a party line vote. It is expected to be heard on the floor later this week. That would be the last stop for the bill before it goes to the governor, who has made passage a centerpiece of her agenda. Members of New Mexico's congressional delegation on Wednesday demanded the U.S. Defense Department help with drinking water cleanup in eastern New Mexico after traces of a cancer-causing pollutant were found in some wells. U.S. Senators Tom Udall and Martin Heinrich, along with U.S. Representative Ben Ray Lujan, sent a letter to Defense Secretary Mark Esper saying they were disturbed by the recent findings and expected the agency to take immediate action to protect citizens and the water supply. The company in charge of Clovis's water system found low-level contaminants in 10 of its 82 wells at the point where the water would be piped to households. The utility immediately took the affected wells out of service for precautionary reasons. At tonight's Clovis City Commission meeting, members will be voting for the approval of alcohol sales in Hillcrest Park Zoo during the Jazz Zoo fundraiser from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Saturday, May 2nd. The meeting is scheduled for 5:15 in the North Annex Clovis Carver Library. The statewide gas price average in New Mexico is $2.30 for a gallon of regular unleaded fuel, according to the AAA New Mexico Weekend Gas Watch. That price is 2 cents less than on this day last week and 19 cents more per gallon than on this day last year. The national average price for a gallon of regular unleaded is $2.43, which is 2 cents less compared to this day last week and 16 cents more than the price per gallon at this same time last year. The annual New Mexico Outdoor Adventures Hunting and Fishing Show opens at noon tomorrow and continues through Sunday, February 16th in the Manuel Lujan Building at the State Fairgrounds in Albuquerque. This year's event will feature a free catch and release fishing pond, a climbing wall, nearly 100 vendors from the outdoor recreation industry, RVs, boats, and more. The Roosevelt County Commission regular meetings scheduled for next week has been rescheduled until February 25th at 9 a.m. As a reminder from Clovis Municipal Schools, to reduce disruptions during the school day, the district observes the following procedures on Valentine's Day. Delivery of flowers, balloons, and other gifts are not allowed at the secondary or middle school campuses. Items delivered to elementary school campuses will be held until the end of the day. Balloons are not permitted on school buses. For more news as it happens, click yournewsnm.com.